good for the coin flip with our referee, Bob Patrick.
Okay,
false stand. Okay, gentlemen, before we have the coin toss, I'd like to read the sportsmanship criteria that's done before every sports event in New York State, fellas. The New York State Public High School Athletic Association requires officials to enforce all rules regarding unsportsmanlike conduct by coaches and players. There will be no tolerance for negative statements or actions between opposing players, especially trash talking, taunting, or baiting of opponents. If such comments are heard, a penalty will be assessed immediately. We have been instructed not to issue warnings during the contest. It is strongly suggested that you remind the participants of this policy. Any questions, fellas? Okay, you guys heard that all year. You know what that's all about. Congratulations, fellas, for both teams being here this afternoon. Okay? Gentlemen, there's a heads and a tails. Heads and a tails. Hornell, you're the visitors today. Who's going to be the speaking captain? Call it in the air. I will ever hit the turf. Okay, that's ready? There we go. Tails have been called. It is a tails. Hornell won the toss. We play choice of three options. Kick, receive, defend the goal, or defer. You want to receive the ball? Lackawanna, which goal would you like to defend? All right, swing around this way, fellas. Hornell's doing the toss. It's going to be receiving this side of the field. Good left side.
The Hornell Red Raiders took the football to start the game. There's Coach Gene Maston from the Hornell Red Raiders. Took a look at Coach Maston's file here. Born back in 1954, hometown of Geneseo, New York. Educated at Geneseo High, Alfred State College, and Brockport State. He's a high school track and football player and played lacrosse in college. The personnel file, he's Cuba assistant coach, Cameron City High School, Portland, PA, Alfred defensive coordinator last year. And he's a big guy in preparation. He had 22 years of coaching experience, and you don't coach that long without preparation, Walt.
A great guy, too, talking to him on the phone in preparation for the game. In fact, thanks to all the coaches and the athletic departments for giving us the opportunity to get a lot of information on them. Only had one problem all year with coaching, and we want the best for our dear audience.
There's Lackawanna coach Bill Moore. Take a look at him here. Of course, hometown Lackawanna. So we put him coaching his hometown team. Baker Victory High School and Ottawa University. High school and college football. He's a Baker Victory Hall of Famer. And moving on here, Lackawanna JV 69-70, varsity for 15, assistant for 15 years, been head coach for 4 years now, been coaching for a total of 26 years, and he's a big guy on hard work on and off the field, and leads on to hard work in life, and that means success.
Well, Hornell wanted the ball first. They have a terrific offense, especially in the first and second quarters. They're a fast starting team. Let's see what happens.
Sharika kicks it off, and back to receive for Hornell, number 8, Gary's going to get to the 20-yard line. Cut it inside, taken down at the 26-yard line. He's brought down there by number 40. And that's I believe that is Chris Kasperzak. It'll be first down for the Hornell Red Raiders. The quarterback is a man by the name of Brian Young. He is a senior, Brian Young, a quarterback. He's a good passer. 81 of 35 this year. 19 touchdown passing, over 1,300 yards passing. Well, that might be a difference in today's football game.
Well, very well could be. He's got a great arm, one of the best in the state. Very underrated.
That's to give up to the fullback. Burgett. He may have gotten a yard. We look at the offensive line there for Hornell. Flights at left tackle. Oakton at left guard. Rao at center. Rollins at right guard. He's a stud. And McMines in at right tackle. The backfield, Young, Burgett, Rose will be at third back. Brewer, Brown, and Johnson will be some of the receivers.
And on that special teams play update, that was Angel Virgo. He's a sophomore. We had a couple players coming up from JV, and I had the last career. And that was the proper man. So we give Angel the play. He might even play some tailback in this game.
Second down, 8. Handoff to Rose, the fullback, and he picked up about 4 yards on the carry. The third down and 4 here coming up for Hornell. Look at the Lackawanna defense. Look at the Lackawanna defense here, Walt. Sarika at left end, Richardson at right end. West at nose tackle. This is a small guy for nose tackle. Reese in there along with Dean. Messakar and Stampone. And then Dickinson, Lee, Dilbert, and Feeney will have some late changes for you coming up.
Yeah, not only did Lackawanna have some injuries, but they also had a person that came late. And so we'll tell you about that after this play. And their lineup changed drastically. But still, they have good talent, good depth, Lackawanna.
Third down play, and Young to pass the football, and he's sacked. He's sacked. Harding takes him down back at the 15-yard line on a blitz up the middle.
Well, I don't know. I guess they were attempting a slow-developing middle screen, and the quarterback really never had a chance. He kept backpedaling, and Harding kept pushing forward, and it turned out to be an easy sack. Let's watch this. Harding in the middle. He's got two other guys with him, but Harding on top of the quarterback before he could make the move. Shannon Richardson was also there, number 5.
Derek O'Consi back to punt, and you see three guys back receiving for Lackawanna. The short end-over-end punt bounces at the 46-yard line, and Joe West lets it go by him. He's got to pick this one up. Gets it at the 22, just gets it, and he's taken down to the 24-yard line. The man making that tackle for Hornell, number 34, Brendan Arnault.
A nice stop by Arnault, a big mistake by West, costing his team 10 yards, but he did the right thing and picked up the football, didn't fumble it a second time.
So Lackawanna had the football all the way back at their own 24-yard line. The punt down to 46. And right there, you see the bounce, and West just went right to the wickets.
Yeah, he played that like a shortstop, but the ball went under him for an error, and he lost 10 yards on the play.
So first time Lackawanna's on offense. Under the guidance of Charles Kowalski, quarterback. And the give is to Wade Turner, the tailback. And he's got a hole. Turner to the outside. Good block there by Gilbert. 40. He's at the 50. Cuts back at the 48-yard line. Across the 45. 40. We're going to knock it down at the 41-yard line, Walton. Wow, what a big hole there for Lackawanna on the first play of their offensive game.
Makeshift offensive line looked pretty good on that play. Wade Turner, 78 yards. Last week, season low, and 1 touchdown. But you're not going to stop Wade Turner. He's going to get his 150, 200 yards in this game. Got a big opening on the right side. Looked for a moment like he might be able to sprint this all the way for a touchdown. Now watch the stop and go, the shake and bake by Wade Turner. One of the best backs, if not the best, in New York State.
First down at the Hornell 41-yard line. Turner the lone setback. He gets it again, and a draw up the middle here, breaks a tackle, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line. Now the quarterback for Lackawanna here is Charles Kowalski. On the season so far, you see the junior, so he's coming back next year, 6'1", 165 pounds. Passing on the year, 58 and 94, 988 yards, 7 touchdowns, 507, so he can throw the football as well.
Yes, he can. And last week, number 22, Charles Kowalski, played hurt, and he was 4 for 6 and did a pretty good job. But he had a hurt right shoulder, and it healed some for this game. He's still not 100%.
Second down and 7 for the Steelers. At the Hornell 30, we look at the rest of the Lackawanna offense after this play. Turner again, in the workhorse so far, got about 2 yards in that carry. The offensive line for Lackawanna, now we'll give you the normal starters for the offensive line, and we'll tell you about the changes. After Stampone at left tackle, Messicar, each one of the changes at left guard, Kavanaugh, Davis, and Kowalski, the right tackle. Sarika and Gilbert are the receivers. Kowalski, the quarterback. Lee, Turner, and Dickinson are in the backfield here. Now, some changes so far, Walt. They got Hank Kowalski in the left guard because Messicar is hurt. Kowalski moves back over to right guard, and Pokigo goes to the right tackle. Richardson, the backfield, and Doug Harding starting in place of Keenan Dickinson, who we'll talk about in a second. Third down play, pass to Gilbert, and he has the first down pass at 30, 20, he's going to go. Derek Gilbert, no, he's taken down, trips up right there at the 3-yard line, and a nice defensive play by number 80, Mike Hoyt, comes up with a touchdown-saving tackle. What a great tackle by Hoyt. This was a sure touchdown, and the Hornell fans a little shocked right in front of us, seeing Lackawanna at their best. Little quick pass to Gilbert, he's so strong, he breaks that tackle easily of number 34, Arnault, and then Hoyt made a touchdown-saving stop. First and goal from the 3-yard line for the Steelers, 7:58 and counting to play here in the first quarter. Kowalski to Turner. Turner leaps over, and he gets down to the 1-yard line.
You know, Lackawanna, if they don't turn the ball over, I believe they're going to be the state champs.
Look at the Hornell defense here, though. They got a chance here. The line of Brown, McMines, Whites, and Shout. Linebacker secondary of Konsky, Rounds, the Section 5 Defensive Player of the Year. Rose, another good linebacker. Burdett, Arnault, Hoyt, who made that play, and Young at strong safety. We're talking about Keenan Dickinson. He's normally a returner on punt and kickoff, and he's also normally in the backfield for Lackawanna. He missed the bus today.
Yeah, Keenan Dickinson late to the bus. He's one of the top players on the Lackawanna team, not in the lineup at this point. We'll see him a little bit later on.
Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. Long count. Tips to Turner. Looking for the corner. He's going to be brought down there. Number 44, Derek O'Konski.
Yeah, just a poor call. Poor choice of offensive calls by Lackawanna. Come on, you're at the 1 yard line. You got one of the best backs in the state. Just go right up the middle and it's a touchdown.
Lost 4 yards on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
How many times is Wade Turner going to be hit for negative yardage if he runs straight up the middle? Let's watch the play. This is slow developing to the outside. 44, Garrett Okonski makes a great play.
This is normally 2-down territory for the Steelers. They do not kick field goals well. Matter of fact, when they score touchdowns, they normally go for 2. 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Hornell playing close to the line of scrimmage here. Turner now on the left side. Cuts it up, and he avoids some tackles, and he's going to fumble. Yeah, he did fumble on that play, and he lost it.
He fumbled the football on the hit. He was bobbling from the beginning. He gave it up. That's their Achilles heel.
And we talked about that in the top of the show, the cold weather here.
Well, let's take a look at the replay. You'll see at the beginning he has a little trouble bobbling the football. Now he's got it under control. There's no problem, but he's going to be hit. Oh, nice hit from the backside. He's whacked and the ball separated. And a horrible call by Lackawanna on 2nd and 1.
It's kind of tough to see that fumble on that play. Turner looked like he's going down easy with the football. 1st down at their own 4-yard line for the Red Raiders. And they give to the fullback, Rose, and he dives ahead for about 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
Well, that's what Hornell needs to stay in this football game. They obviously, once Dickinson's in the game, along with Joe West, it's going to be pretty tough to keep them out of it. Dickinson,
well, he's going in the football game right now. He's going in to Wade Turner. Dickinson missed the bus today, forgot his jersey and everything, and Bill Moore making a big statement, but now he's back in there.
A little discipline there by Lackawanna. Their school has changed a lot this year in the discipline show.
Corey Gary, one step back, he gets the football. Big hole, comes out, taken down by Derek Gilbert at about the 13-yard line, and 17-yard line, 1st down for Hornell.
And Corey Gary, he's the player that can hurt you. 81 carries, 626 yards, 7 touchdowns on the ground. He's only a sophomore, also 5'9", 160. He's got to be the shiftiest and quickest running back here on the Hornell team. Let's watch the replay. Gets outside, good seal-off block. Turns to the outside, picks up huge yardage on the 1st down, Gary.
1st down at the 18-yard line for Hornell. 2nd time they've had the football. 5 minutes to go, nothing to score. Give to Gary's. Gary's big hole again. He picked up 5 yards in that carry. Brought down by Tom Stampone, the middle linebacker.
Very underrated player, Tom Stampone. 6'2", 222, senior, 61 tackles. Stampone might be a player of a Division I caliber at that size. Makes a lot of tackles for Lackawanna. He and Messicar, who's injured, they lead the club in tackles. And Shannon Richardson and Robert Sarika are the 2 best down linemen.
2nd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. They had a good passing attack. You have to see it here today. Young hands off to Rose, the fullback. 1st down and more. Out to the 34-yard line. Brought down again by Stampone.
And Stampone gained, what could have been a long gainer if he did not get Rose by the ankles. A nice tackle, but you don't want your linebackers making a stop in the secondary like that. Let's watch Hornell. Rose. And a good tackle, just got him by the ankles. Good hard run there by Jake Rose. 6'1", 193, a senior.
Well, you know Hornell could smash mouth. They did a smash mouth team in Waterloo in the 7-5 final. And now they send 2 receivers to the top of the screen. 1st down and 10 at the 34. Young gives to Gary's. Gary's got maybe a yard, then he's hit by Stampone. Tom Stampone come up early here in the 1st quarter.
Tom Stampone, 3 consecutive solo tackles. What's going on here with Hornell? They normally pass the ball a lot. They'll run 70% to 30, sometimes 60 to 40. Maybe they're just baiting Lackawanna into getting them up to the line of scrimmage and then hit them with a quick pass. They've got a great receiver in Chris Brewer, who has caught on the season 12 touchdown passes. He's not a big guy either, 5'8", 140. Look for number 2 when they start passing the football. Brewer.
2nd down, 9 for the Red Raiders. Now they go with 3 men in the backfield. And a blitz coming up here, and he sacked it. No, he's going to throw that one away, and he did have a receiver out there. Number 1, Andy Norton. But he was brought down by Harding and by Rashawn Lee.
Well, good job by Harding and Lee on the pressure. Feeney, excellent coverage. Norton, and the quarterback did an excellent job just to take the loss away by throwing that ball away. Watch Young, very quick rush here. In the NFL, he might be down. Look at Harding getting a chance to play defense all over him. And I give the kid credit for saving the down. Well, saving the yardage on that down.
3rd down and 9 for the Red Raiders, and both times they've attempted to pass in this football game. Bill Moore sent the blitz.
Well, they said Lackawanna they were going to be all over this quarterback Young. They know if they give Young time, he can hurt them. So they got to get in his face, and they have been in his face.
It's a 3rd down play, and they're going to throw a flag here, probably delay of game. And it is delay of game against the Hornell Red Raiders. So that'll move back even 5 yards and make it.
We got that ball foul. Delay of game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. We still got 3rd down. You know, when you watch a football game, sometimes even calling play-by-play or color, you don't pick up everything. Maybe you talk to a coach afterwards. When North Tonawanda played and lost to Orchard Park, the Knockgrinder, the Orchard Park coach told me he watched their film, Dean Thunder, that they were all over Knockgrinder, that he never had a chance. They always had a guy in his face within a yard. That's what Lackawanna has to do, Young.
This 3rd down play, and Richardson had a good blitz pass batted in the secondary by Turner, and incomplete at the 50-yard line, but Wade Turner had a great opportunity there to pick that one off.
Yes, he did after it went off of Johnson. I think Johnson could have caught this football. Kyle Johnson, the quarterback, got some pretty good protection. He rolled out to the left. Let's watch and see if it's catchable. It's pretty catchable, high ball, but that's a tough catch in this condition. If you want to beat Lackawanna, you got to make that catch.
Well, it's still Gilbert, Weston, Turner back to return the punt. All 3 are dangerous. Okonski, a short kick. That one went out of bounds at they got put out of bounds at the 27-yard line. They lose yardage on that play. It's a negative 2-yard punt.
That looked like a Mark Collins kick.
He lost about 2 or 3 yards on that punt.
Wow. That's unusual to see such a poor punt. That really hurts them. And
Derek Okonski had a good one the first time.
Yeah, it didn't look like the center snap was that bad. He did have some pressure on him.
Totally off the side of the foot, so gives the Steelers great field position here. They start off at the Hornell 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Dickinson is in on offense now after he sat a series. So Bill Moore didn't see Dickinson long for missing the bus. And they give him the football right away, and he got about 3 yards on the carry.
Real nice stop again. By 34, he's seemingly in on quite a few plays. Arnold. Brendan is a 5'7", 165 junior. You mentioned, Kevin, this is one of the few games where Lackawanna has more size than their opponent. They are actually a bigger football team than Hornell on the line of scrimmage and up and down the line.
2nd down, 7. For Kowalski and company. He's going to throw the football this time, looking for Gilbert. Goes to the corner, he's wide open, overthrew by a mile. He got Gilbert in the corner, but Kowalski overthrew him and a flag on the play in the area of offensive holding.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Good call, Kevin. I'll tell you, but that was a great call by the Lackawanna staff. Hornell said, we're going to put 9, 10, 11 guys at the line of scrimmage. Kowalski went back, fade pattern. It's a sure touchdown if the pass is on target. I mean, he was wide open.
Kowalski can't throw the football, and here's a call from referee.
We got a holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. We're going to repeat 2nd down.
So that'll bring it back 10 yards. 2nd down and 17.
Now Kowalski steps up in the pocket. Really should have made that throw. He had all day and a good opportunity. He's just going to loft that ball a little bit much. A lot of times quarterbacks early in the game, Kevin, are too pumped up and they throw long.
2nd down, 17 for the Steelers. They give it Turner. Turner boys tackle the backfield, but he fumbled again. Hornell recovers again. It was Okonski who made the bad punt. He made the hit, and Jeremy Brown recovers a fumble. 2 fumbles for Wade Turner.
So Okonski makes up for that poor punt. And again, if Lackawanna has an Achilles heel, and we talked about fumbling the football. Now today, they fumbled the football and they're paying for it. Let's watch the hit by Okonski. Pokes the ball away. They arm tackle the ball. And Jeremy Brown, 6'3", 199, a junior, comes up with the fumble.
The ironic thing is Turner switched the football to the correct hand in that, and Okonski made the play. 1st down, for the Red Raiders at their own 44-yard line. And they give to a different man in the backfield. Now that's Burdett. He gets about 6 yards on the carry. Now Hornell will rotate their tailbacks and their fullbacks Coach Masson said he likes to rest on offense. Garys and Burdette, you'll see a lot of those two guys switching up in the backfield. Rose and Arnault are the fullbacks, and you see Johnson and Norton rotate the flankers. Brewer and Hoyt at split end, and Brown and Okonski at tight end.
Yeah, they go by committee. Running back Jake Rose, Burdette, and Garys. Their three main people all have 600 yards or more. Burdette actually 590, but he'll be at 600 after this game.
This is Okonski on the carry. Arnault on the carry, and he gets a first down, picking up 7 yards into Lackawanna territory.
Yeah, Arnault carries the ball the least on the team. 24 rushes, 175 yards, and 4 touchdowns coming in. 5'7", 165 pounds. Runs hard, plays both ways. Let's watch Arnault. Good tackling there by Lackawanna by Sarika, but an easy first down for Hornell.
See now the wave of 2 new players come on. That's Johnson at the flanker and Hoyt coming at the split end. You see Arnault finishing off that run.
Good textbook tackle there by Robert Sarika, who plays both sides of the football for Lackawanna.
Johnson gives to Burdette. Burdette's got a little bit on the corner, breaks a tackle, and he picks up 9 yards, close to first down territory at the 35.
Yeah, great move. As he slipped around the Lackawanna would-be tackler, Kima Dickinson, and he left Dickinson in his shoes. A pickup of 9. Let's watch this move. He gets right by Kima Dickinson and picks up 9 yards.
2nd down and 1, and this might be a spot where you see Hornell maybe try and throw a passing play here with the arm of Brian Young, although both times.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. And they do have a receiver outright.
Line up in the power eye. The man outright is Kyle Johnson. And Young hands it off to Garys. Garys, oh, needs a block. He's at the 25 and taken down to the 24-yard line. It was Wade Turner and Derek Gilbert bringing him down. Another first down.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Kyle Johnson got lazy. Kyle Johnson, if he could have sealed off that block on the outside, Garys might have taken this for a touchdown. I don't know if we'll pick it up on the replay, but Garys gets outside. Johnson's in front of him. He gets lazy. He thinks the play's over, and he didn't shield off his block. And he could have had more yardage. Yeah, Kyle thought he thought the play was behind or over.
The Turner brought him down from behind. First down at the 24-yard line for the Red Raiders. Garys again. And he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. That was the Stampone who came up to make a tackle.
Boy, I like this Corey Garys. Only 5'9", 160, a sophomore. He looks like a jet out there. 81 carries, 626 on his yardage. 7 touchdowns coming in. And boy, the first quarter flew by.
Yeah, that does it for the first quarter of action here. No score. Hornell comes to a big stop on their inside their own 10-yard. Recovers with fumbles. Turner fumbles for the second time. Hornell on a big drive here. We'll come back with the second quarter of action right here on HGTV Sports.
I'm John Summers.
And I'm Jody Johnston.
Start your Christmas shopping with us on Saturday, November 22nd from 7 to 11 p.m.
During the Rotary Club of Amherst North TV auction to benefit Camp Good Days and special times.
You can call in and bid on some great items. Do your Christmas shopping early, right from the comfort of your own living room.
So join us Saturday, November 22nd from 7 to 11 p.m.
on Adelphia Channel 18.
Second down play for Hornell to start the second quarter. Here's the pitch to Garys. Breaks it. No, a nice tackle there. And that was Feeney, the safety, who came up to make that play.
Yeah, nice job by Feeney. David Feeney, 5'11", 205, a junior, wearing number 15 at the safety position. Lackawanna loaded football team in all areas. Hornell right now really playing a good football game. The way to beat Lackawanna is keep the football away from their offense. They're doing exactly that right now. They're moving the football.
And they're winning the turnover battle. 2 fumbles by Wade Turner. As Hornell in control of the football game so far. 3rd down and 7 now for the Red Raiders, the 21-yard line.
Well, let's see that good arm.
Young on the corner, going to keep it. Bad decision. Sarika brings it down for a gain of 3 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what happened there. Brian Young, I don't know if it's a bad decision or not, Kevin, but they're not used to players with the speed like Sarica has and Lackawanna. He runs them down now. He could have pitched this. They had the pitch cover, too, and Sarica's just a good closer on the tackle.
And Sarica, a very good defensive end. Been very impressed with him last week against Springville, and he's playing a good game now. Now it's 4th down here, and Gene Maston wants to take a timeout. At the 20-yard line here. That makes it a 37-yard field goal. Greg Rowlands, the top defensive player in Section 5, the linebacker, he is their field goal kicker. I don't know if it's too long, especially in this cold, dead air.
Well, first score would be a big one no matter who gets it, so that would be very, very important. I want to thank the coach personally myself. He did a great job on the phone with myself, Gene Maston. Terrific guy, went over everything, gave me a ton of information. He was worried about Lackawanna's speed a little bit coming into the game.
I tell you, I'm impressed with Gene Maston. He remembered me from my playing days in Waterloo. I didn't remember even anything.
Gene Maston, 14th year at Hornell, 21st year coaching high school. But listen to this. Last year, he took a 1-year hiatus, and he coached defensive coordinator at Alfred. And lucky enough to come back, and they wanted him to come back and coach this year. His staff includes Frank Laborti, John Arnault, Tom Noteware, Norm McCumsky, Rich Chavo, and Mark Bruce.
They're going for it on 4th down. Man in motion is Norton. Young to pass. Here comes the blitz. What's it going? Wide open Johnson. Excuse me, that's Burdett. Wide open on the backfield. Chris Burdett. 1st down inside the 10-yard line.
Real nice job as they picked up the blitz. Harding coming, shooting the gap. Quarterback waited, did his time here. Let's watch Young. Good, strong right arm, and the catch nicely done. And tight roping the sideline, Chris Burdett. Another look. Good protection, good pass. 1st down, Hornell.
1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Hand off to Jerry's. Breaks attack at the line of scrimmage. Cuts back again down to the 2.
Well, that's the man. If Gary's can get you tough inside guards, they should be able to score on this drive.
And Lackawanna, they're bickering amongst themselves right now.
Well, Lackawanna not used to being tested here. They've had a great team this year. Not too many close games. A horrible decision, as far as I'm concerned. 2nd and 1. They should have scored, and Lackawanna had the lead. Then they fumbled again. And now Hornell has been moving the football. You see a great run by Gary the entire first half.
2nd down and goal. Young going to keep it himself. In for the touchdown.
Great call.
Brian Young, 2 yards for the touchdown. Hornell has a lead.
Now Lackawanna defensively looking for the handoff. Young takes it outside. They're going to go for 2. You heard that first on HCTV Sports.
All right, we saw it first from Brian Young, the quarterback.
They might not be watching at home. Maybe they're not paying attention.
They send Johnson in. Kyle Johnson, the flanker, comes in with the play. Brian Young, the 2-yard touchdown run for the 6th lead. They'll try to make it 8 here. And I think the thinking is that Lackawanna, when they score, now they're going to call a timeout again with 10 away here in the 2nd quarter. But I think the thinking Gene Maston's thinking here is every time Lackawanna scores, they go for 2. And we watch the run here by Young.
Yeah, great play on the right side. The blocking of Nate McMine and Greg Rowlands, and the center, Greg Lowell. Let's take a look at the reaction of the sideline of the Hornell club. Yes. Good job. We're in and we lead it. And we're winning. Let's take one more look. Seal off the right side. Good blocking. Young goes in on touch.
Jake Rose, the fullback, led the way there. You see him there, number 22. 55 in a helmet. Kind of an odd occurrence there.
I'm not so sure about this decision to go for 2 now. You've got the lead 6-0. Got a pretty good place kicker, don't you? And Rowlands has had a pretty good year kicking extra points. I think I'd go for the 1 early. But I'm not the coach out there.
Now here it is, the 2-point conversion play. 2 receivers to the right side, and Brewer and Johnson now in motion. Young going to pass the football. Sets up, throws to Burdett. He catches it for the 2 points.
No, he short.
He had it.
Right, he caught the football, but he came up short of the goal line.
He was in the end zone, I believe, and had to come back to the football.
Well, the ball wasn't in the end zone, and it all depends on how they would look at this, but it looked like he ended up short of the goal line after the catch. Let's take a look. He's going to catch the ball in the end zone and be pushed back.
Oh, he dropped it. They say it was incomplete off the hit there.
So Let's take a look at how the quarterback reacts here. Young, I'll tell you, Young looks good so far. Again, Harding on the pressure. He thought he had the two. Called an incomplete pass. Would have been interesting if they called it a complete pass, if they would have counted that, because it looked like he was well in front of the goal line.
Check out the scoring summary here for the Hornell Red Raiders. For you here in a second there here it is, 10 plays, 56 yards, it's 3 minutes, 8 seconds, and Young is saved from 3 yards out, and the two-point conversion no good on the play. So now they'll kick it off. It'll be O'Konski kicking off, and not back to receive is Kima Dickinson, who returned 88 yards for a touchdown against Springville. And
yep, but the other three players are very capable, including Wade Turner and Gilbert and West. Any one of the three, so they won't kick to them.
That's probably a good move. It's bouncing, and that is Angel Burgos who picked it up and returned it a couple of yards if it went by him, and it'll be first and 10 for the Steelers at their own 37-yard line.
Nice job by Angel Burgos, just a sophomore, one of the superstars of the future for the Lackawanna Steelers. Nice young man, 5'10", 164, a lot of speed, so he gets a chance to touch the football. It was a great field position. You do not want to give Lackawanna this kind of field position.
And they've had pretty decent field position in the last two possessions here, including this one. As they started out on the Hornell 28, and they fumbled.
One thing for our viewers, Lackawanna is always one play away from a score. They're that fast and that quick offensively.
Kowalski pitches to West, who's in the tailback now, and look at that. O'Konski runs him down from behind. A little help there from Burdett.
Real nice job that the two linebackers, O'Konski having a big first half. A gain of 3, however, on the play as West was able to get outside. I think the offensive line taken up for Lackawanna is not at its best, and that's hurting them in this game.
I'll have to agree with you on that one. You see West on a run, and O'Konski, look at that, catches him from behind. That says something. And Lackawanna, Walter, going on the corners here, trying to get the speed on the outside, but Hornell's matching him on it so far. Second down, 7 yards to go.
If Lackawanna gets outside, they'll stay.
Kowalski to pass the football, looking for Gilbert. Throws, and it's intercepted. That is Mike Hoyt, and he's got some blockers. Hoyt, past midfield, 45, and he gets taken down at the 43-yard line. Mike Hoyt with his second big play on defense.
3 big turnovers on the Steelers. An ill-advised poor pass by Charles Kowalski. I mean, there were about 4 red shirts back there. Let's watch this. The ball lofted up. And Kowalski will come back and make the tackle at the end of this play. That's good hustle by him while he's in on the tackle. He didn't really make the tackle. Let's take a look at the interception. Hoyt, easy pick. Steps in front. They got 4 red shirts there. Steelers are lucky that they didn't run it back all the way.
First down, Red Raiders. This is Rose, the fullback, and got 4 yards before he was taken down by a host of Steelers.
Well, the message has been sent loud and clear to the Steel City as you look at Coach Bill Moore. Hornell is here to win this football game, and they are playing a great first half. And that's 3 turnovers on Lackawanna, and who knows how many by the end of the game. Sometimes it snowballs.
8:41 to play here. Hornell has the lead, 6-0 on a touchdown run by Brian Young of 3 yards.
You know, I don't care how good your football team is, you can't turn the ball over that many times to win a football game.
Second down, long 6. Young to pass, throws the man outside, and that is caught by Hoyt. Close to first down, just shy by about 2 yards.
Now Young got away with one. Came within inches of throwing a touchdown interception the other way to Kima Dickinson. If we take a look at this, Dickinson was so close to picking this ball off. Now you don't want to get lazy against these fast players from Lackawanna. Dickinson needed another step, and he could have picked it off. But in any event, a nice gain, and Hornell, very impressive.
Third down and a short, too. As we mentioned, Young threw for over 1,300 yards this season and 19 touchdowns.
He's a good one.
And he just keeps it himself on the quick snap, and I think he's got it. I think he's got the first down, and he does, down to the 30-yard line on the second effort.
It looked like a lot of movement on the line of scrimmage, almost like Canadian football there. I'll tell you one thing. We had the records. I think it's like only 140-some yards for the most passing yardage Kevin Sylvester ever in a Section 5 versus Section 6 game. Young might threaten that in this game. And if he doesn't, the kid from Fairport sure might.
Will Driscoll, I believe.
Yeah, Will Driscoll, yeah. They rate him a little stronger than Young, but not according to Young's coach. He likes Young.
First down at 10 at the 30. Young hands off to Burdett. Burdett gets 5 yards before he's taken down. Tom Stampone on a tackle.
Wow, wouldn't it be something if Hornell took a 2-touchdown lead over Lackawanna? A big favorite, I would say, coming into this game. Over the intangibles, the Steelers are banged up. They do have some injuries. And that's a shame because Orchard Park, when we do their game, they're really banged up. They lost Sullivan and Josh Thomas. Too bad.
Second down, 5. Under 7 minutes to play first half. Rose on the carry, and he bowls down to the 21-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down.
And they're in good position here now, too, because you're in 2-down territory. Of course, with that 6-0 lead, a few of those stretches at the 9, that's a nice lead, too.
I know, comes in your football game. Johnson and Brewer go out. Third down and 1. This time, keeper again by Young, and he's got the first down again across the 20-yard line to the 19.
Well, very impressive Young running the football here. During the season, he didn't run the football that much. You don't really have the stats on him. He did have 6 touchdowns rushing, but I don't think he carried the ball a whole lot. He'd score 6 times on the ground. Look at the Steelers defensive coach Fitzroy there trying to get his club fired up. They've been moving the football on Lackawanna. That's Paul Fitzroy.
First down and 10, just inside the 20. For the Red Raiders. And they give the fullback Rose. And look at that again. 5 yards right up the middle one more time. Taken down by Lee.
Well, Lackawanna's going to have to go in at halftime and make some adjustments here because Hornell really a little bit better strategy being put to use in this first half.
We talked about in the Section 6 game, like the match between Hornell and Waterloo, how Waterloo's a smash mouth team, and it says something here. Hornell is smashing against Lackawanna here. Second down, long 5, Rose again, and he gets close to first down yards again. Looks like it's 3rd and 1 again, and Lee there again to make the tackle. Jake Rose, some tough yards inside.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with not only the running backs, but right now the offensive line for Hornell, the center, Greg LaRoe, Ogden and Lowens, the 2 guards, McMine and Flight, the 2 tackles, and of course you got Brown and Kokonski splitting time at tight end. They're opening up some nice holes.
3rd down and 1. Every time they've been in this very short situation, 3rd down, that man has carried the football. And this time they get to Gary, the tailback, and he is close to first down yardage. He may have just gotten there.
No, I think he got it just by a little bit, at least. One of his teammates signal that he has it.
And it does appear when they mark it to be a first down, and they'll probably get, yes, they do. They got it. First down and goal for the Red Raiders with 4:32 to play.
Lackawanna being dominated here by this Hornell offense. Really, the Steelers have not stopped them consistently in this first half at all. Hornell has moved the football very well. And when we have our first half statistics, this can be all Hornell.
3 turnovers for the Steelers, 2 fumbles and an interception. Hornell trying to capitalize on the 3rd one. Rose again, and nice tackle there, and that was number 9 for Lackawanna.
Larry Lewis.
I
think he's another youngster up a sophomore.
Actually, he's a senior who doesn't get much playing time.
Larry Lewis, a senior.
No gain on the play. Second down and goal for the Red Raiders.
The thing about Lackawanna, they've always been snake bitten the last year in playoff competition.
Young, the pitch to Gary's. And a problem. First goes to the corner and knocked out by Dickinson and Turner at the 4-yard line.
That's a great stop by Kima Dickinson. There's not too many athletes that could catch Gary from behind on that play. A nice run by Gary. Good call. Gary's very shifty, very quick and elusive runner. Great speed.
This is a big third down and goal situation here for the Red Raiders with 3:38 to play in the second quarter, and they're going to take another last time out of the half here, and rightfully so, I think, on this play.
You know, Lackawanna, we mentioned, so good always during the regular season, but in the playoffs, not so good. In fact, the last 3 years, they lost their first game. In 96, they were 7-1. They lost to Albion 35-28. In 95, they were 7-1 as a wild card. They lost to Olean 19-0. In 94, they were division champs, 8-0, and they lost to Springville in overtime, 19-16. This is the first year since 1993 that Lackawanna has gone past or won a first-round game in the playoffs. In '93, they had their big run when they defeated Maryville, Albion at Rick Stadium, Lavona, and Chittenango, and they were just one play away from going to the state championship. Didn't make it. And in '92 and '91, they lost to Maryville and Springville in first-round games. So the Steelers have been prolific in the regular season, but not the playoffs.
Yeah, Hornell keeps getting those turnovers. As you see there, Lackawanna turn the ball over 3 times. This will be no contest this football game. Lackawanna, Hornell couldn't capitalize on the first Lackawanna turnover. They did touchdown on the second one, and they're 4 yards away from capitalizing on the third Lackawanna turnover, the interception by Kowalski. 3rd down and goal. They've got 3 men in the backfield. It is Rose, Arnaud, and Bibette. And a pitch to Bibette. He's going to throw the football. Man open in the end zone. Touchdown!
What a great call. Caught the Steelers by surprise. Looks like it's Kyle Johnson. And he had a man open in the back of the end zone also.
Yeah, he had Okonski back in the end zone. That's where I thought he was originally throwing the football to, but he found Kyle Johnson near the sideline. Nice play.
Nice pass, good catch. Johnson's going to be a happy man when he gets up. Well, more reaction on the sideline from the coaching staff than Johnson.
12-0 Hornell. 2 touchdowns on the last 2 turnovers by the Steelers. Here they go for 2 again.
And this is critical, 2 points here.
Young to pass, sets up, throws in the end zone. Johnson dropped it. Went to Kyle Johnson again, and he couldn't hang on.
Now, he was wide open. This ball might have been thrown slightly, see the snow on the trees there, slightly behind Johnson. But again, it looks like he should have made the catch. That's a big 2-point conversion that's not converted. First, we're going to look at the touchdown. They called a timeout before this play. And Brian Young is going to pitch it. It was a 2-point conversion. That's a little behind Johnson. He drops the football. Again, he could have caught it. They sucked him in. They run it right. Throw the option pass. Wide open Johnson. And a good pass by Burdett. Right on the money. Not a long one, but it's 6 points.
Look, a little wounded death there, but it got there. That's the important thing. 12-0, 3:32 to play. First half, Hornell. 2 straight touchdowns here. Lee Lackawanna, see Derek Gilbert slapping his head here, knowing he has to have a big return, and they have him back there now on the kickoff returns. Keenan Dickinson, so the discipline is totally over here, and look at they're coming up to the 22-yard line. Very short. It's got to get a big return here.
They would just kick it over their heads now.
Turner picks it up at the 26. The blocker in front, that's Dickinson, and he gets out to the 43-yard line and walks over the snowbank. Look, he doesn't have the football there, William. I don't know if he dropped it or he may have fumbled again, Walt, but out of bounds.
No, it's meaningless. He was way out of bounds. He made it. A lot of times he just give it up and doesn't really mean too much. Gets outside, makes a good return. The ball's going to come loose.
Yeah, he's way out of bounds there when the ball got popped out on the play as the play was over.
Yeah, I don't think you protect the ball as well when you're out of bounds when you're in the field of play. Lackawanna needs to score here with 3:26 to go.
First down at 10 for the Steelers. At the 43-yard line. Men in motion are now set. Quick pass to Gilbert. Trying to get some yardage there, and he fumbled out of bounds as he was hit there at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's a problem with Lackawanna, hanging on to the football. He fumbled that ball, went right out of bounds. He was borderline when he fumbled it. He was out of bounds also. And Lackawanna having trouble controlling the football. That's that backward pass or laterally through the ball, fumbled out of bounds.
Yeah, Hornell's putting the helmet where it needs to be on the football. Give you 2 times on Turner, and that time there on Gilbert. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Well, I'm shocked right now with the score. I don't think the Hornell fans really realize how strong of an offense this Lackawanna team has.
Kowalski under pressure, steps up, throws, man open Gilbert, breaks a tackle, 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, and out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And Charles Kowalski down at the 43-yard line. He got dinged. But there's a good look at Lackawanna in the quick play offense. Take a look and see what happened to the quarterback, Charles Kowalski. He's going to roll right. You see he's thrown down, and he's thrown hard into the turf.
Yeah, it looks like his head bounced up a little bit. Gilbert with a nice play here, Walt.
Watch Gilbert. looking for the football. Wide open, nice pass by Kowalski, delivers it, and then Dilbert's going to shake and bake and do a lot on his own. This kid, if his grades were up, would be a D1 prospect.
And they had to take an injury time out here because Kowalski is just laying on his back here. I think he's dinged up.
Watch the jump.
As Dilbert goes out of bounds there at the 11-yard line here, but Kowalski is dinged up. I think he really took a jolt to his head here and may have a concussion on this play. While we wait for the injury, let's go down to our Steve Vonsick on the sidelines.
We are here with Dick Gallagher, the publisher of Western New York High School Sports. Dick, I've got to ask you, many people felt that the Lackawanna Steelers represented Section 6's best chance of moving on. 3 big first-half turnovers. They're down 12-0.
Yeah, the only game that they lost this year was to Grand Island. They turned the ball over 4 times. You do not win games with turnovers. And unless they start playing with some more emotion, although, this big play by Dilbert, the last play, should help them. But if they get one more touchdown as far as Hornell, Steelers are in big trouble, and they need to come out and get their act together.
Thanks a lot, Dick. Now back upstairs.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Of course, Dick Gallagher. We appreciate all his help so far. So at quarterback now, they're bringing Wade Turner because Kowalski is out of the game after being shaken up on the play. Turner, they've done this before. Running right, it looks like. And he's going to hand it off to West. He decides to keep it himself. And he gained 3 yards on the play up the middle. That was a busted play there. And that's the problem when you go to quarterback. Normally, Utsig is the backup quarterback.
Right, but what they're going to do here,
Jason Illig,
what they're going to do here is use Turner, and Kowalski comes back in. That's a good sign, so he's okay. Charles has been playing hurt. West checks out. Lackawanna needs to get on the board. They can score so quickly, though, Lackawanna. But, 12-0 and 12-6 or 12-8 is a whole different ball game at half.
2:40 and counting, under 2:40 now. Second down, 8. Inside the 10. They can get a first down without scoring. Kowalski to throw the football. That was a fumble. I want to say that was a pass. Now, that looked like a lateral pass to me as it wasn't in bounds.
Definitely was, Kevin.
Yeah, that had to be a lateral pass. It went out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Line of scrimmage was the 9-yard line. This play had no chance of a completion because 41 was all over it for that.
Timeout here taken by the Lackawanna Steelers at 2:25 to play. Now let's see where he throws the football.
Well, he's going to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. You're right, because it ends up at the 14. But watch where 41 Burdett is. Even if he catches his football, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that definitely was a lateral pass because you saw his foot on the 13-yard line. I can even tell from the replay. And on the Gilbert was back to the 14.
That's a tough call in that situation there. You're not going to get in the end zone throwing that pass. He's got to break tackles to get in there. I think I'd rather take my chances with Turner or one of my backs, or maybe even a reverse. They need to get in the end zone here. They're not going to do it with that play.
That's definitely two downs here for Lackawanna to try to get in the end zone here. I guess we're talking about the next 2 plays, 2:25 here, and Gene Maston gave his defense instructions. They stood up one time on the goal line with a fumble on Turner, so they can do it the second time.
Single coverage on Dilbert to the right side.
Richardson and Dickinson in motion. They give to Turner, the bread and butter, and he breaks through to the 1-yard line. He's fighting for the end zone. They bring him down at the 1-yard line.
This could be a first down. Very close.
Yeah, he's close to first down yardage. They may have gotten him back at the 2. We'll see where they mark the football. And I think where they mark it, he may be short of the first down.
That's going to be close when they bring the chains out. This would be a huge, huge break for Lackawanna if they pick up 4 additional downs.
They're going to bring it out and measure. While they're going to do the measurement, I want to remind you, coming up at halftime here on HGTV Sports, it's around Section 6, all the news, notes, standings, rankings, and top 10 performances of the week from Rich Stadium last week. And we had some dandies last week at Rich Stadium, so make sure you stick around at halftime for around Section 6.
Yes, we did, and already Section 5 from Rochester, 2-0 against the Section 16. Gowanda played a whale of a 3 quarters, I guess you could say. They were 8-8 with Calamum in the 4th, and Calamum won that one 30-22. And then Clyde Savannah just walloped Maple Grove 38-20, and they're short.
Measurement is just short here, and you got to believe they're going for it here, Walt.
Oh, yeah, there's no question they're going for it. And they have to make it, really, to get back in this football game.
2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half. You see Bill Moore there, and they got the change. They set it on the right hash mark. It'll be 4th down and inches for the Lackawanna Steelers.
Now, here you have a quarterback that's banged up, so he probably won't use the quarterback sneak. And that hurt, because you saw Young sneak it a couple times and pick up first down easily.
But that was an impressive run by Wade Turner after he fumbled twice in his football game.
Well, Wade Turner, without question, is probably if not the best back, in the top 5 best backs in all of New York State.
Well, he's a lone setback. It's Gilbert, Dickinson, and Richardson to the left side. And Kowalski keeps it himself, but I don't think he got it. He's close.
I think he got the first down. I think he's got enough for the first down yardage, especially on the second effort, depending where they spot it.
If they give him the second effort, he's got it. But the header stacked up short.
If it's where the officials put it down now, he's got the first down.
I think they might have to measure this one again, and they're going to do it again. They're going to measure this one again. This is going to be very close. He didn't have far to go.
No, he didn't.
Maybe about half a foot or a foot. Well, a big measurement with a minute 46 to play.
It's hard to tell with the naked eye, but he needed to get to about the 1.5-yard line, and I think he got just over that, but we'll see.
This is an enormous play in this football game. And Hornell, he's short. He is short by about 6 inches. He's short.
Well, you really have to take your hat off to the Hornell defense. Brown, McMine, White, the roll, Schultz. As you look at the Wisconsin coach there,
that's twice Hornell's come up inside the 10-yard line. Every time there's a fumble, and they come up big.
And that's a happy thing. And the linebackers, Rowland, Rose, Okonski, Arnold, Johnson, Young, so that's the secondary, did a great job.
And Young will keep it here, and he'll point you ahead for about a yard or maybe 2. It's funny, we were talking with Gene Maston, the guy was, it's a great talker on the telephone. Get him on the field, it was kind of like, hi guys, good luck, coach.
Well, it's funny, he puts everything in pretty good perspective. He said, you look like you got some pretty good size out there. And he said, well, players always look bigger in shoulder pads. He said, we're not a very good football team. They really aren't. Played a great game here so far in the first half. The lonely fan walking the dog.
That guy couldn't get a good seat here today.
That is a good seat. I'll tell you what, they do a great job on the seats here.
I don't know if you slide
down. Sitting out for these games.
Does he have to slide them to slide down at halftime for the snacks? Now, what a difference a year makes. Last year, here for the regionals, it was pretty good weather, and this year we just got pounded with some snow here.
But I'll tell you one thing, though, Kevin. It's not affecting the field or the game. The weather has not affected the fumbles, I don't think, at all.
It me, Walt.
It's affected you, but it's a clear field, a clear track. You can pass the ball. You can run the ball. You can do everything you can do on a normal, clear, cold day.
See, Gene Maston instructing his offense on what to get done here. It's affecting us because they forgot to shovel out the press box here.
Well, that was a minor glitch. Anyway, they're not out of the woods here. If Lackawanna can stop them, they can get the ball back in great field position.
And they took the timeout there. Hopefully they're going to hold them here. 1:39 to go. Second down 8 inside their own 5. They give to Burdett. And Burdett gets about another 2 yards on that play. And Lackawanna is going to take another timeout here. And that would be their last timeout here in the first half.
Well, that's great strategy, proper strategy. Of course, you have to do it, but sometimes coaches don't do it. Lackawanna using their timeouts immediately. Force them to punt if they stop them on this 3rd and 6. Get the football back in great field position. Maybe run the punt back all the way with their great athletes. So, Hornell, the way things have been going, they're liable to pick up this first down.
Yeah, tough choice here, though, for Gene Maston, the Red Raiders. Offensively here, if you throw the football going for the first down, it's close territory. Interception might be an easy 6 for Lackawanna. But also, if you run it, you don't get the first down, you end up punting. The last punt by Okonski went for -3 yards.
Well, I think he run the football for this reason. I like the idea of throwing it, and I'm not worried about the interceptions. I think they run the football because then you can punt and take the time off the clock. And even if you don't make it, you can use up all that time and take a penalty. And you use up a lot of the clock, and Lackawanna wouldn't have a lot of clock left.
Yeah.
So that would be my strategy. Run it. If we don't get it, we're going to take a penalty or take it right down as far as we can before we punt it on 4th down.
Here's the play. They bring everybody tight. And here's a run here with a wishbone backfield, and Young on the keeper, and Young pulls ahead, and he's short of the first down. Needed to get to about the 11.5-yard line and brought down just over the 10-yard line, so that'll probably bring up 4th down here for Hornell, and it will.
Well, we heard so much about Young being a classic passer, very, very good, 81 for 135 on the year, 19 touchdowns, 1,355 yards. Only 2 interceptions, supposedly, but he's quite a runner. He's really shown himself well as a running quarterback in this game. He scored 6 touchdowns during the regular season and the first playoff game, but he's looked good here running the football.
Looks like they're going to let the clock tick down as far as and go and call a timeout here.
That's what I said. Exactly what I said. The exact strategy. They knocked the clock down to 47 seconds.
No, actually, they threw a flag on the field. They're not taking a delay of game.
Yeah, they ran out the time, take the delay of game, use up as much time as possible. Now, listen, there's 1:34 to go, Kevin, if they pass on third down. And if it's complete, it's still a minute 30. Now there's 47 seconds. That could be a factor.
Yep, yeah, genius, my friend.
Yes, I am. I'm like Madden.
Mad is certainly correct in describing you, my friend. 37 seconds to go. Ocon's going to punt last one from minus 3 yards. That happens here. It'll be first and goal at the 1 yard line. Here's a snap. Good pressure. Got that one off, though. Going out. And Joe West takes it. No, he dropped it. Fumbled on the play. He covered it. No, it's still going out of bounds over there to Hornell. Pick it up. They did. I believe Hornell has it at their own 46. The officials have not signaled yet. No, they're not. They're waiting to see if it went out of bounds here. And now they're saying it's going to Lackawanna. They're saying the football went out of bounds. Boy, and I'll tell you, that came close to a fumble return. And the Hornell player, if he could have picked it up, he might have gone for a touchdown. That would have been a total disaster for Lackawanna. Larry Lewis here. Number 9.
I think it was West.
Excuse me, it was West. And you see it
right here. They could have picked up that football before it went out of bounds. That could have been a huge play for Hornell. 33 seconds, 46 yards. Steelers can cover that in no time.
Well, shotgun formation for Kowalski. Steelers to the right side. They're at the Hornell 47. Back to pass, rush on, steps up, throws. Dilbert catches it at the 35 and out of bounds. See, the football went flying out of his hands and went out of bounds. Here's a pass by Kowalski set up. Remember, he's dinged up playing. Dilbert, really tough matchup for the secondary of Hornell. He's 6'4". Big kid at 191 pounds. They mark it at the 34-yard line. Lackawanna out of timeouts. And now they officials timeout because it's a first down. Now they reset everything, and here we go. Kowalski. Now they send Dickinson, Lee, and Gilbert to the left side. Third and 1 setback. They got a throw. Steps up, takes a hit, got him. And he catches Sirica. Touchdown! Touchdown, Lackawanna. Robert Sirica, 34 yards from Kowalski as he was hit. What a huge play and throw by the junior, Charles Kowalski. And a big mistake defensively by Hornell blitzing on that play. They got caught with their pants down, and they paid for it with a touchdown pass. That's the Lackawanna Steelers. And Robert Sirica comes up big, a huge pass. Watch Kowalski, stands in the pocket. He gets drilled after he delivered the ball, but he's going to be a happy young man. Let's watch his reaction. Got just enough on it here. That was a good pass. I mean, he threw it under duress with number 74, Kyle McMine, breathing right down his back. Going for 2 here, Lackawanna, as they normally do. Lee and Turner. Gets a turn. He's going to throw. Throws in the end zone, looking for Dickinson, goes up the ladder and catches it. Well, that's the height. 6'4", Street and Smith, All-American, Kima Dickinson, arrived late, didn't have his shirt, and was disciplined, didn't start. That's all you have to do. When you got guys like Gilbert and Dickinson, they're 6'4", you throw the ball up the grabs, and they'll go and get it. Let's watch. Turner, not a free pass, was it, Kev? No, it wasn't.
Look how high he went up.
Yeah, he's probably got over 30-inch vertical, I would think, Kima Dickinson.
Oh, yeah. Think he could dunk?
Not as good as you, Rob. Not as good as you.
Only I'm dunking now is donuts.
And doing that well, buddy. Well, Lackawanna back in this football game now. 12-8 to score. With 20 seconds to go in the first half. Big play, 34-yard touchdown pass. That man caught it. Robert Sirica. Lackawanna right back in the football game. They're going to have a lot of momentum now going to the locker room. Sirica to kick off. Hoyt and Gary's back to receive, but I can't imagine this can put in the air. And it's not. And it's fumbled on the bounce, and Lackawanna. I think Dickinson may have picked it up there. Hornell got it on the bottom. If Dickinson got it, that would be a huge play for Lackawanna. 16 seconds left. And they'll dig out the pile here. Dickinson was down there. I don't think he maintained. He came up with the football. 35 came up with the football for Lackawanna. Chris Kasperzak. Wow. They're looking for the lead here. We'll check out the scoring center here real quick there. Sharika scores a touchdown, 3 plays, 47 yards for just 27 seconds. Kowalski 34 yards, Robert Sharika 2-point good from Kernan and Dickinson. Now they're at the 33-yard line here with 16 seconds to go. You got to imagine we might see more of the same here in the air. Well, you're going to see number 19 on the right side and the alley-oop pass for Gilbert, who's 6'4". That's what I would call. They line up with 3 backs in the field. Kowalski, blitz from Okonski, steps up. That's thrown high for Gilbert. Runs under it. Can't make the catch at the 13. Should I be a coach? Exact play, but got to go a little bit further downfield. Gilbert at 6'4". Throw it up for grabs. He's 6'4". He's got the height. Well, got to go for the sideline to no timeout, says Gilbert. Just came up short on that play. A little snow in the helmet. Well, we'll see how they line up offensively. They line up the same way. Let's watch this. You can see a football game with snow on the Christmas trees out there in the background. Just off the fingertips of Derek Gilbert. Here comes a second down play. 10 seconds to go, and Uncle Mo has swung the other way here. Sometimes teams have a little play of hook and ladder. Quick flip pass, and then lateral to the second guy coming up behind you. Look for that. That's a possibility. Now the officials, equipment timeout here as Gilbert has to fix his helmet. I think he's problem with the chin strap. This would be a killer score if Lackawanna ever was able to score here, as far as Hornell would be concerned. Now Gilbert's talking to Kowalski. They line up in the same formation, probably looking for Gilbert on the play. I think the same thing. I think this time he might cut it inside, though. They've been Gary's in the football game. They're covering him at the corner. They're going to double team him. Kowalski back to pass. Okonski coming on the blitz. Throws it up for Harding. Harding! Did he get it up? And they're going to throw a flag. Oh, man. We might have pass interference on this play. I don't like this call at all. There's Sharika actually out there looking for the football at the 10-yard line when the flag lies. I can't see where the interference would come from. Sharika hit the ball first, and then the Hornell player made the defensive play. Let's watch on the replay. It didn't look like interference to me. Let's watch this now. Oh, he's all over it. Well, I guess he hit him first, but the flag came late then as the ball was being batted around. Mike Hoyt, number 80, was all over. That's interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down. If Hoyt hit him, as you saw on that replay first, then it's legitimate interference. But once a player touches the ball, you can grab him, hold him, do anything you want. Well, here they go. They got a first down now at the 17-yard, we'll call it the 18-yard line. Right. 3 seconds. One play here. One play. They don't have a field goal kicker. I don't think they can get it there from 35 yards. I don't know if Sharika can bang it that far. Look for Gilbert again, Kevin. And Kowalski back to pass. Blitz picked up. They're looking for Dickinson in the corner on the fade. He caught and didn't catch it. He was out of bounds, and that does it for the half. They went for Dickinson on the fade pattern. Thrown too far out of bounds. And he was open. If he could have kept his feet in bounds and that pass was a little bit more inside, that could have been a touchdown. Well, we're at the half here in the Class B regional game between Section 5 Section 6. Lackawanna back in it now. Hornell leads 12-8. Stick around for round Section 6 right here on HTTV Sports on Adelphia.
Looking for an exciting way to spend time with the family during the holidays? Then don't miss the annual Adelphia Night with the Buffalo Sabres Tuesday, December 23rd at 7:05 p.m. Bring the entire family and save $4 off each ticket with a discounted coupon in your cable bill, available exclusively to Adelphia customers. Catch all the action and excitement as the Buffalo Sabres battle for Detroit Red Wings.